Okay, guys. Let's kick off our final team meeting of the year. Okay, so team meeting, last one of the year. We had a really good year. We did. Ups and downs, but overall, really good. On time trivia.
Oh, there you go.
You will get I'm giving what are you doing?
Huh?
For this? Well, okay.
The gift cards are with Desiree.
Okay,
She's
that's
on her way, so
that's
you'll get them by
okay.
the end of the TV.
That's a trivia question today is what is one of the KW beliefs from our mission statement? Anybody? Anybody?
Win-win or no win?
Yes, there's one.
Yeah.
Okay, since obviously we need to go through our mission. Everyone.
Yeah.
Win-win or no deal?
Yeah.
Cheater, I know you would, just to integrity, always do the right thing, right? Customers, always come first. Commitments in all things. Communication, speak first to understand. Oh, I do this. This one is like, I'm preaching. Communication, seek first to understand. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together, everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty, and success results through people.
Yes.
Love it.
Which one is your guys' favorite?
Yeah.
Oh,
What one is?
integrity. Integrity, do the right thing. Love it. Love it. I think win-win or no deal.
I like win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah, commitment.
Yeah. And then trust. I like them all. How about that? Success results through people. That's mine.
What I like overall with all of these
Hmm.
is it's a chance to build relationships, right? And this whole thing is about. This is the whole statement. That's what I love. KW culture. On time trivia. What are the 3 L's of the millionaire real estate agent?
They just,
What?
yes.
Come on.
Yes.
What?
What?
Citizen.
What?
Leverage.
Yeah.
Needs leverage.
One more. One more.
You know this.
You got it.
Come on, sister.
We always want them.
Think real estate. Think real estate.
We always
Those
want
3
that.
L's are really.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
Needs
Please
leverage.
listen.
Yeah, yeah. And for you today, you get a bag of chips. All that.
And big thanks to our amazing lunch sponsor, Tara Wells. She always comes from a place of abundance. She's
Yes.
not here today, but Tara, thank you so much just for always being there for us. You're a huge part of our hearts. Where we go? Broken.
Oh, sorry.
You're all that and a bag of shit. This party first, because there is somebody here that always comes from a place of abundance. He's always looking to jump in whenever I need him. He's always supporting my online posts, and he's always coming and saying, do you need anything? Or, I'm here, I could totally help with anything you need. And so because of that, you're all that and a bag of shit.
Who was it? I can't see. Who?
Because of our Christmas party was so successful, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my. You definitely got me out of my comfort zone, and it was just a unique event, and you're like, and I'm like, look at Desiree, let's make that happen. So, yeah,
Okay, so we're sharing.
yes,
Who else wants to give
Do that.
gratitude to somebody else?
you can give, yes, gratitude.
I'm coming.
Well, everybody in this room deserves one of these, because you all do special things, but Susie, I just want to tell you that you have been so generous with your time and your offers to help me with things along the way without really knowing each other. And I know each other. So- It's so much.
My girl's not here today. She's right there.
Yeah.
Jerry,
Aw,
so much, and I appreciate you just always coming from a place of wanting to put in and just better things. You have such
aw.
ideas and just wanting us to make us each better. And that is just amazing that you do that. So I'll see you tomorrow and I'm bringing you a
Aw.
bag.
Thank you.
That's so sweet.
I got one. This lady is a busy lady, because she's normally 90% of the time our top gal. So you're all that. Seriously, thank you.
Come on, Don.
You guys probably know the story, but Michelle and I have been TL friends for a long time. And we all talk about, hey, we should be partners. It'd be fun because we all competed with each other. We felt like-minded, and then it kind of happened. And then and I thought all would be awesome, but that turned out greater than I thought.
Oh.
I appreciate your help.
Aw.
I have so nice.
So mine is a person that is very loving, very caring, a team player. And I just love her so much and appreciate her.
Yes.
All right, I got.
I absolutely love having two cousins right next to me working.
That's so cute.
There's just so much to be grateful for, right? Yes, bring it.
This is fun.
I know.
Well, this is for Denisa,
Oh,
because you're a great partner to have, because you're so knowledgeable, you have so many, tricks up your sleeves, you have really great imaginative ideas. You're always there. Oh. So sweet. Thank you.
Yay.
so this is beautiful. I do want people to introduce yourselves right now, because I know there's new people in the room or people who haven't been here in a while. So why don't we go around the room?
I'm Marissa. Nice to meet you guys. I'm the assistant team leader, just full of knowledge and love and compassion. And I just want to give back to everybody that's my heart. Yes. Who are you?
Hi, everybody. Don Banderas, aka the Realtor in Pink, if y'all can't tell. I have loved just really collaborating with each and every one of you guys. When I got on the phone with you, Susie, I was not gonna lie, very anxious to talk to new agents, but I was just so thankful to just hear your voices and how helpful you were. Same thing with you, Michelle. I didn't know who you were when I first came, and I, jumped on after our previous partner left, and I just seen how everybody here was just so collaborative. And same thing with you, Marissa, and you, John, everybody here in the room has made me feel just so welcome. And I think my business wouldn't be where it's at without you guys. So I'm thankful for that.
I'm Denisa Halverson. I'm your new lender here. I'm just so grateful because this office, I feel, is just full of love, and I love to see it growing. And you have great leaders, and I can just see how next year is going to be so amazing. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
Well, we love having you.
Thank you.
I'm Debbie Ruth. I've been with KW for 13 years, all different offices, but this is my favorite.
And I appreciate everybody here.
And there is, we love the same thing, a lot of love in this office, and a lot of support, a lot of knowledge, and honor to be here.
I'm Susie Dunning. I've been with KW, I think about 7 years. And at this market center for 7 months.
That's all right.
Yeah. And I love all of you. I don't know everybody that well, but we've talked, I've been able to talk a little. I live an hour away, so I'm not in the office very often. So I'll change that. 2024.
My name is John. I am what we call the operating principal. Oversee the management, not operate. The ownership,
Division.
the vision. And I've been at KW 15
Wow.
But I love her listening.
And that's who we are, John.
Yeah.
And Michelle. I should have given you both bags of chips. Embarrassed.
So I'm Laura. I've been with the office, Fair Oaks office since, 2010. So I guess 13 years now. Seen lots of changes in 13 years. I've always loved being a part of the Fair Oaks office. I find it to be unique, in many ways, and I've always appreciated it. It's, a different, it has a lovely amalgamation of a lot of different people that come from a lot of different places, which I appreciate. And so, I've loved working at the office. I'm grateful to be here today. I really had the opportunity to come in, but it's so great. Faces all there, recognize you, haven't met you. And nice to see you and Chips. So I think this is like such a really, it's a really good idea. Yeah, we love that. So I'm just thankful and I'm thankful that, to be honored and, yeah, there we are.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks.
I'm Desiree Alvarez, and I'm the assistant team leader over at the Natomas office. And I've been with PW for almost 13 years now. This is Michelle's second hire.
Yes.
And you know, I'm excited.
And she married our cousin.
Lot of family going on here.
We thought we got along so well, and thinking, who can she marry?
I never for like decades.
Who are you, Miss Sherry?
So I'm a boomerang agent. I was with Keller Williams for a number of years when and did something else, and then decided to surround myself with some awesome people. And I really feel like of all the choices out there, I was able to surround myself with some of the best agents, admin, leadership, that kind of stuff. I mean, I truly believe that. I think together we can really create something great and wonderful. So, and I'm
That's
very
beautiful.
appreciated for the opportunity. And man, I really wish I could have been there today because I can't see you guys.
I'll just stand here.
Yeah, thank you, Sherry. Sherry is a part of, she's the reason why we opened up the Lockport office. It's her building. And so, yeah, we're very, very grateful to watch that grow. So
Yeah.
exciting times ahead. I am Michelle Zaragoza, your team leader. There you go. Yeah. But anyway, let's.
Barb, are you available?
Is she on? Oh, there she is.
Here she is.
Hi, yeah, intermittently. Good morning. Oops. Sorry, my phone went. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I wanted to be there too, but I had a last minute grandbaby show up. So, now I'm juggling feeding her at the same time as I'm trying to talk to you. That's why I'm gonna be in and out, so. But
Such a good grandma.
yeah, well,
Sherry.
sometimes I family business.
That's so
Here.
funny. There's a lot of people in here who have grandchildren.
And there she is. Wait.
Aww. She's
Hi. Yeah, so she's eating an apple by way of a orange. They're all called apples.
They're all.
There we go. There we go.
I love it.
Okay, our God family business. The next one on our list is creativity, something that I love. Ideas before results. And at KW, our culture allows us to be creative. And there's so many amazing agents, and we all come from different creative mindsets. And this next year, there's some fun creative things that I would like to do to help implement and bring us all together and do together. And hopefully we can cultivate and come up with those ideas together so that we can implement them over this next year.
Love it.
Just closed November 8th through December 13th.
Look at Michael.
We had a really, really good month. Michael Brown, 3 transactions. I wish he was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish he was.
And then Laura got 2. I don't know why it's on the bottom, but Laura's number 2. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Laura got 2. Elizabeth she closed one, Jesus. Everyone's getting their little nuggets. Robert closed one, Charles closed one, our Debbie closed one, Susan, Jeremy, Pam, Jake, this is just amazing. Barbara, Desiree, Christina, all of you guys are contributing to the success of our office, so thank you so, so much.
What I love seeing is that there's people like veterans, right? But there's a lot of the new agents, so Tara Ward, she's fairly new. Elizabeth, I believe, right?
Christina just went out on maternity leave.
Oh,
She
wow.
closed one.
Wow,
There you go.
wow.
It always happens.
Yes.
Yeah, let's all go on vacation. though, right? Everything will start happening. But yeah, so, and Jesse, Robert, that's awesome. They came from the Lodi area. I love seeing this. It's like a mixture of everybody.
Yes.
This is good stuff.
So thank you all so much. Okay, pitch your listings. What do we got up there, you guys?
What's happening?
Oh,
You,
Desi,
All right.
what you got, girlfriend?
My other cash.
All right, look at that.
yeah. So I have 419 Meadowlark, it's in Lodi, it's still on the market, it's, a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, has a downstairs bedroom and bath, it's on, over a quarter-acre lot, so in the cul-de-sac, it's, you know, that's listed at 569, I believe. And then I just took one in, Brentwood, at 1801 Spanish Trail, it's about 3,300 square feet with a pool, paid solar, 50 different solars for the pool and then obviously the electricity. It does have RV parking as well, 2-car garage, and that's listed at $995.
Nice. Very nice. Any others?
I have one coming, I have a listing appointment Saturday, it's gonna be like on 3 acres, I'll know more about it after.
Yes.
this.
Nail it.
Yes, yes, I will.
My team has an investor special, it's land 9583, which is kind of north Sac, almost the Rio Linda area.
Okay.
It's a lot, 299. An investor across the street bought the same size lot, about 3/4 of an acre, built 4 homes and sold them.
Wow.
It's
So-
done the same way too.
It's owned the same way, utilities are raised to the property, we're just looking for an investor buyer that wants. to use the
Wow.
property.
That's a good opportunity. Okay. I know, Sherry, you're working on yours, huh? Market Center breaking
Wait, did we
news.
have one? to share?
I mean, I have a couple, but that's. I just had one in Sunset, Lincoln Hills, that I just came back on the market, it's 1.5. Beautiful home that's a little over 3,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, has a beautiful view of the golf course and the sunset and it's like. And it was sad because the buyer found another property after they abandoned ours for that one, so it's kind of a bummer, but. Then I have another one that's up in Cleveland on 14 acres, that's about 3,300 square feet on Hogan. And that one's 989, and it's a beautiful home. I mean, it's beautiful.
That's nice. Yeah.
And then I'm working on another one that's in the like Garden Park area, that's on estates, that'll be 2,800 square feet, nicely updated.
Girlfriend, I hope you're utilizing KW luxury. Yes. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, I, you know what, I need to do better. So
Okay,
thank
well,
you.
it'll help you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, breaking news. What do we got? Opportunities. I love opportunities. Club check-in. Who's here participating in club?
Who started to, and we'll be going back to share.
Yes.
Anybody in the second row?
Everybody, got you. Let's hear. We're doing it. Because Desi and I we're playing it together.
And it
club
starts
check-in.
when? Give me some information.
So the 18th is the last meeting of the year,
Uh-huh.
and it'll be in person.
Yes.
Next week.
And then,
On Monday, and then it'll be every Monday after that.
Starting in June.
yes, starting in January. The first 2 Mondays are holidays. We're gonna talk about that.
Try to
Make sure
figure
that
that
is-
There you go.
Yes.
There's a lot of Mondays, January, February, there are going to be holidays, so we're going to have to.
Pivot.
switch it around.
Yeah. But the thing that is so great about this, you guys, it's all about continuing to grow the database, continuing to stay motivated, continuing to make sure that you're meeting your goals and you're making your calls and you're getting your lead generation done, and you have a whole family there that's gonna support you and hold you accountable and call you out if you're not.
I can tell you this year, 2 new agents in there, both capped.
Wow, yeah,
Okay, so that's something we should be talking about.
yeah,
David
absolutely.
Miller just capped, even, and Ariel.
We should put that out on social media. People need to talk about that.
And they also had
Yes, and-
75% or more, show up rate, like they
Yeah.
showed up.
Yeah,
They
we're high attendance.
showed up, did what they were supposed to do, and now look at the results, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's.
Well,
reflected.
consistency is key.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I preach this. I really.
Yeah,
preach
we
this.
need to
I
talk
live
about
by
that.
this.
And we need to email it out to everybody because that's huge.
I know everybody loves compliance, but go make
All
sure,
of them.
make sure to visit our boy Bruce. He's got always some, some nuggets that is important to our business.
Especially
right?
with
So
all
we
the
wanna make sure.
changes. so-
There's so many changes. We have to stay up to date. Our Barb and Leslie getting aligned with your goals. Hopefully everyone did business planning. If not, it's okay. It's time to get it done because we're headed into that year. But getting aligned with your goals is important. You need to set goals so that you're achieving your goals and you're reaching exactly where you need to be. If it's not written down, it doesn't happen.
It's a dream.
And our great tech trainer Vince, he's actually gonna be helping on these. He's gonna tell you how to put your goals into command.
Yes.
So it will track how you're doing against your goals for you.
That's awesome. And anybody can go to these meetings, anybody. You don't have to be in the productivity coaching program, but anybody can go to these meetings.
Yeah, they're just here abundantly sharing their knowledge.
We're just talking about your class, you guys.
And these are all of those were Zoom available.
Yes.
Zoom available.
Yes, Zoom available, we got you. Our Desi, I'm excited about this.
Me too.
Vision
Love it.
boards are fun, so, and they're ever changing. And every year we should have a new vision for ourselves, our life, personal, business, everything. So come together, let's do it together. The supplies are gonna be provided. It's gonna be at our KW California Premier office from 5:30 to 7 o'clock, January 4th. Come.
Can we touch on this a little bit? Who has done a vision board? And really followed it and watched it? Yeah. So I would have to say, when I start, it does happen.
No, it does.
So it's like magic, if you ask me, but like the first couple of years in Bold, I was like, are you kidding me? What are they doing? Kind of thing, right? And then I like, okay, I better.
They're all
do this.
dreams, they're all.
Right, they're all dreams, they're all dreams. And then lo and behold, I did it. And one of them was like getting into the Nike run with my daughter. Bam, checked off. Going to Hawaii, and we had booked Disneyland, and I got Hawaii checked off. Trying to be able to fund college, my daughter got a half scholarship, bam, checked off, and I was like, this is magic, it's
It is.
weird. Yeah.
The thing is, you don't do your vision board and put it in your closet.
Yeah, right.
And you put it,
On one of my walls in my other office. Yeah.
Just be.
I know what
a vision, you look at it every
Hey,
day.
Jay.
so I really like doing this with my kids.
Yeah,
Right.
it's great when you do that with your family.
It is, and it teaches them something. They're always working towards something, and so.
Did you do that with your daughter? Yeah, let's talk about that. Didn't you, that's awesome. This was when she was in college, right?
We just did one, I think it was last year, like the first.
The thing is, and she's married, has her own kids now, and
It was fun. The problem was getting magazines. Like, we
Oh,
don't get magazines
right.
anymore. And so it's fun to be able to go through the magazines because you can say, oh, and, cut stuff out.
yeah.
Print stuff off too.
So I am definitely, believe it or not, I can actually say this right now. I'm not old school when it comes to that. I like the technology side of it.
Right.
And like making a,
You like yours pretty.
well, no, I like it all paper too, like in the frame and all of that. But it's easier for me to actually, oh, okay, and maybe it's quicker that way for me. But that's how I've been doing it, and I've done it all on, just like this.
Yes.
That's what my vision board would look like. Yeah, yeah.
It was little how to do it that way. It'd be fun to learn how to.
Okay, well, maybe I have to attend them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring a Sharpie.
Oh, good luck at spin. Okay, we may have wine then. Yeah.
One thing that's not up here is my power hour that I've been hosting every week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's okay. Yesterday we had one on social media. And
Is that one recorded? Because I really want
I'm
to see.
recording them all, yeah. I
Okay.
do them in person, but I do them on Zoom.
Is it your Zoom or the office Zoom? Mine. Okay, send that baby out.
Got you. But like yesterday was on engagement, right? And I had a credit repair. She's a personal friend of mine. She's a credit repair specialist who came in and she spoke about, let's see, everybody's paying thousands of dollars to fix their credit when they don't necessarily need to. And she'll give the tools and all of that for you guys as agents to do that yourself, just to teach them to do it, right? And so she talked a little bit about that. I'll post it, I'll send it out and all of that fun stuff. But realistically, she brought her engagement up 8,000% in 3 months on her social media pages, and she's making income from it. This month, when she told me exactly what I needed to do on my social media, because I'm a huge social media freak, I, within 24 hours, got invited from Facebook to a bonus round for $55,000. I can make up to that in one
Oh my
month.
gosh.
Yeah, and I was like, and all I had to do was change the settings on my Facebook. So like, these are things, and all I do is my God, my family, and my business, right? Those things, and so, yeah, I mean, there's definitely little tips and tricks that we're giving in these little power hours, just to put more content out there to drive traffic in, you know, I mean, it is about driving traffic, because a lot of people are using their social media, just posting. That's not driving traffic, and there's little things changing every month. So it's good to keep up to date on these. If you can't come, that's fine. Just register for the power hours, because we'll send it out for whenever you do have time. But I only send it out to people who register.
Sorry.
It's powerful too. I actually did
You did the first one together. That was
a
awesome.
Santa shopping spree, event, I do every year. It was interesting because, Sola came, who runs Folsom Hope. And she said, hey, just so you know, next year, we already have $1,500 for the Santa shopping spree because a church saw the, post that
Yes.
you did. And they had just done a fundraiser and they called me up and said, hey, we'd like to pledge the $1,500 we raised from our fundraiser to this event.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That was really cool.
That is
So it
amazing.
kind of shows the power of social.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna rewind to our bags of chips, because this guy right here has literally been my savior. I love coming to the office. He's here every day. He shows up. He's always bringing creative new ideas. We bounce things off of each other. And so, my friend, you're getting. Okay, so what's next?
Let's go back to that conversation, because social media is key. If you think about it. The reason, Sherry, the reason why you and I reconnected was because of one of my webinars that your agent brought to you, which I actually thought it was a private one that Rachel and I did. So if it's private, you could still make it unprivate, right? Because if you attended it, somebody must have recorded it and put it someplace else.
Right,
And that's how she got it.
right.
And that's how it all just snowballed again. So crazy, which I'm 100% grateful, because now she's a part of us and Lawford's a part of us, and
Well, that's kind of why I held that specific power hour yesterday.
Yeah,
And I
you-
even broke it out because I wanted to invite more people, right, to put it out there, because as I've been doing my goal planning, every single person, they want to build trust, they want to build value in order to grow their business. And everybody tells me, I want to use social media to do that, but they don't know how. The very first step is educating yourself. You have to be educating yourself. So we have some creative things we're gonna be putting out there and bringing a lot to the agents this year, because there's power in it. This is going to be a great year in real estate.
yes.
So yesterday's was recorded, but you can only get it if you registered.
You can create a big one with me. I will share it with you. I will share it. Okay. Regional events. Who's going to family reunion? Okay, All right,
Vegas,
so Las Vegas, hop, skip, and a jump over the hill that way.
Already
You can
have
still
30
get-
agents from our offices. Oh,
Yeah.
congrats.
Wow.
We already just booked our event
Yeah, so.
for all of us to socialize and network.
Okay.
Yeah, and upstairs, not that this is important, but it kind of is important. There's a prohibition bar upstairs now.
Oh,
So I
wow.
think it's kind of cool. I like that.
What was yours like?
Mandalay
Mandalay
Bay.
Bay.
Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay Bay, that one.
Like it.
Last time I went, I taught someone how to gamble.
See, that's.
How you do craps? You're gonna like that.
I never know when to pull out. I'm like, this is fun until there's nothing left. So top 5, who are we celebrating? Josh.
Josh works so hard, you guys. That man is here so early in the morning, so early. in the morning.
Lily meets our staff here, so
Yes.
it's in the works.
And he's normally gone. Yeah, I'm like, every day trying to get, do I get to meet him? No, I didn't get to meet him the other day. I was so.
I didn't even know he was here, and I walked out, and I'm like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
like yelled again.
And he hurt his foot.
Yes, yeah, move on.
So,
He's actually a good person if anybody has questions around investing, especially out of state. He has a lot, actually has a lot of investments.
perfect.
Interesting.
Love hearing
Yes.
that. We have a lot of agents interested in investing this next year, so that's good. Lord, congratulations.
Do you have a new one to see?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
They saw closed, units, so amazing job.
Volume.
Both volumes, sorry, I'm used to doing volume.
So you buy new agent. Yeah, new agents, their second closing. Yeah. And
Way to go, sister.
yeah,
And Michael.
Michael,
Congratulations.
he's on Jake's
He's
team.
been.
Yeah,
He's been with us for 5 years.
wow.
And he's conservative.
What's cool is his business with the market down, when it's down. Him and Christina, they're actually, even if not 5% down with the last year.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, as people are saying business is down, others are saying,
It's not,
It's
it's just
not.
being consistent, keeping your head down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we're here to lean on. each other.
Still nuts.
Yeah.
So no more team meetings the rest of this year.
So this is it.
This is it, right here.
You guys can still come in. I'll be there.
Yeah.
And I'm here too.
Right, yeah. So, that being said, let's talk about wins, right? Let's talk about things that we have done in our businesses that were wins, but also let's talk about things that you're gonna let go that, yeah, I did this, but I shouldn't have done that, right? And this way we can share with others what we're doing in our businesses that can help each other. And sometimes, there's some like non-negotiables, right, in our businesses that we talk about. So let's talk about that as well, like 2024. I have some non-negotiables that I have learned in my growth, right? Because if you think about it, there's two different things. There's growth and there's goals. So if you are growth oriented and you are growing, let it be your leadership skills, let it be your day-to-day activities, your goals will hit as long as you are growing in you, right? In your mind, basically, right? So it's like always wanting to learn, always wanting to share a new thing and learn a new thing. Some people will cap themselves on growth because they think, I just don't have time. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I don't have time to go to a class, but you're actually capping yourself and you're allowing that to happen. And you don't want that to happen. You want to keep growing. And that's where you're going to see the success is when you are personally growing. And when you grow into the next level, you grow and you keep going into the next level because you are really focusing on growth. If not, and you just like, you know, you pop into, let's say you get like 4 listings instead of 3 listings, right? But how can you be consistent if you didn't know how you did that? Right? So you really want to make sure you are learning how to grow your business and being consistent at it. So it's going to be like an open conversation right now. So what are you taking with you into 2024? And what are you leaving back in 2023? And do you have any non-negotiables, right? So non-negotiable would be, I am definitely going to do X, Y, and Z no matter what. Sometimes I'm not gonna allow my schedule to get over crazy because I want to commit to X, Y, and Z. So those would be like a non-negotiable, right? So who wants to start?
I will start.
Okay.
My non-negotiable is my schedule. I live off of my schedule, but I shift things around all the time to make things work where you need to. And sometimes it's necessary, you have to do that. But sometimes that number one thing, lead generation, always gets moved. And those phone calls are important. The lead generation is super important. So that is going to be my daily non-negotiable that I'm not moving anymore. That's going to help me propel where I need to be. Another thing.
So keeping to your calendar.
Keeping, yes. keeping to my
And improving on putting it into your calendar.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Love it.
Mindset. That's one thing that I need to make sure that I'm staying on top of, which I do a very good job at that. I'm super positive, but I need to revisit it more. Like, you know, I do daily affirmations now. Instead of doing one daily affirmation, I'm reminded like 10 times a day so that I can stop and think about it. Okay. And it just gives me little ideas and motivation through the day. And since I've been doing that this last month, I've noticed that it's helped me in conversations that I've had with other people that I've come across, which is strengthening my leadership skills.
Right. So if you think about it, improving yourself first will improve everything else. So that's growth. Right? Who wants to go next? Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Who wants to go next?
John does.
No, something, let me think about this. I have to think about it. Somebody go next, sorry. I'll go next.
I'll just kind of talk about what we're focused on in general. Is simplification, going into 2024. I think, there's a lot of, there's so much noise in our space. Whether it's training, education, things like that, which is all great, and it's all growth, but simplifying, knowing exactly what you need to do. We've shortened our yearly goals to quarter goals. So we're running off quarters, and we're tracking very, very well. Especially in a market where it could shift really quickly, like you guys saw in 2023. You gotta know what's working and what's not working, and shift accordingly. A lot of times what will happen, and I've done it tons of times. In fact, I did it last year. You put these great goals out, you're super stoked, but then next thing is it's October, you're like, I got a plan for next year. When I hit my goals, that's the next time you pull your goal sheet out, right? So checking it down to quarterly and monthly, and really tracking at a high level to create clarity. Because when it's clear what you have to do, and then if you're doing it, and also giving it time. A lot of people stop to all these different things versus, okay, let's come up with a plan. Let's look at it for a few months. Are we getting the results we're wanting? What do we need to improve? Because it's a lot easier to shift or some improvements in growth if you have what's happening, right? So simplify, clarify, and then I mean, we all know that activity solves everything. I mean, it really does. So just what's that look like? Where's your strength zone? Get into it and run hard at it, and then review it, right?
I love it. So between the two of you, think about this. The formula is clear, right? It's clear. So it's a clear formula for growth. So if you look at the C's communication, right? So our whole job every single day is communication. It's all about relationship, right? So in the L would be leadership, because you're a leader in the industry, right? And then E is, do you have the equipment, the systems in order to get to the growth that you want to get to, right? And then A is attitude, mindset, right? Where is your mindset? Are you allowing this chatter to get into your head? Or are you allowing yourself to push through that ceiling and walk away from the chatter? And you know, if you do the activities, you're going to produce the results that you're looking for.
Right.
You know this. I mean, there's people in here, there's times, you know, agents will talk to me and we say, why don't you try this? Why don't you actually pick up the phone and try this? Or let's have a contest and try this. And guess what? It happens, right? You got on the phone, you called the 10 people, and all of a sudden you have 2 appointments. Or you called the 20 people and you got 2 appointments. It's doing the activities. So it's communication, leadership, equipment, attitude, and relationships, because our business is all about relationships. And if you take the step, I wrote some notes this morning. So anytime you grow to the next level, it allows you to keep growing, right?
Yes.
But anytime you go to the next level, you may not have the success, the tools, and the systems to keep growing. And the whole idea is to grow your business to the level that you want to grow to.
Right.
So Jake's level is different from, you know, Sam's level, you know, so everybody's level is different, but you need to set the parameters and set the number out there so you can obtain it. Do you agree?
And what I would take into 20, or is taking into 2024 is, well, I think I did take it into 2024, right? But get rid of this fear of being uncomfortable.
Yes.
I think a lot of that translated.
Again, it's attitude though, right? It is.
Well, I mean, it's just.
It's
not
being comfortable
Right.
with being uncomfortable.
Right, so what's funny is, and this will actually speak to a lot of the agents in our space. Is we all have fears, right? I mean, I think I have a very good reputation in the industry. People kind of know who I am a little bit. However, I was so fearful of reaching out to agents who were struggling. Like, because I don't know what it was, not struggling, but just talking about partnership with our team and things like that. And the value that we had and all these things. And so it was interesting to have to get over that fear this year. And just, and I've always been a heads down, not really talk to many people. I come in, do my thing, take off. So I had to be more social and put myself out there, talk to more people. And I've actually created some really cool relationships. And for some reason I had a fear of that. Not necessarily a fear, but it's like I was to pick up the phone and call someone, I was like, I'll find something else that makes me feel like I'm doing something.
Right,
To do that.
So
So
do
it
you
kind of
think-
goes to everyone has a fear, we just gotta get over them
right,
and
Right.
move for that.
and it's clarity on your value.
Well, I have
Because,
that.
but I'm just saying, but you have so much value to give that
Yeah.
agent.
Right,
who's struggling.
100%. I mean,
Oh my gosh,
help an agent with all.
to me, that's so dang exciting, right? Even with TLs in the leadership position, picking up the phone, if we just know that we can do that to support the people's business, the agent's business, and to teach them how to grow. Right, it's just that
And what I
value, and knowing your
realized
value.
was interesting, what I realized, I'm gonna take more time, but.
We're all learning.
Is what is normal for me.
Yeah.
The resources, the tools, the coaching, the everything we do. I don't think I have that now.
Right.
People are really like, I've talked to some partners, some agent partner people, and they're like, what's that? Or
Yeah.
what's this?
Yeah, we talk to a lot of agents who don't have the support, who don't even do this, who don't mastermind at all.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
In this whole conversation, the thing is, we don't need to know everything.
Right.
We just need to know what we're good at and know it well. And we need to become masters at that. So if you think about it, when we're lead generating or doing what we do best, you have four legs here. You need to have 4 legs of lead generating and know them well and do it well, do the activities well. You know, so who else would like to share? Thank you so much, Jake. I appreciate that. What are you taking into 2024 and what are you leaving back in 2023?
I think for myself, I'm making sure I surround myself with, number one, positive people. In this industry right now, there's a lot of negativity. And, but again, like you put us together and we all have our strengths, which maybe my strength is not that, which will help us build each other up, right? And I think sometimes there are people in this industry that you feel you need to surround yourself by, but actually they're bringing you down. So you need to know when to let that go and to move on and create maybe a different person for that area. I think that's for me a big thing because I always feel like I can help everybody and I can't.
No.
And so this next year, I'm going to make sure I know when to let go and to move on, because there are agents in this industry that will say the most negative things and they're always negative. And I'm like, I can't help you, right?
And that's okay to say that to them.
Yeah, exactly. And so
Because they're
for
gonna
me,
grow from that.
I agree,
gonna
and
hear you.
that's something for me that I'm always been the positive one, but I also just need to be realistic with them going,
Right.
maybe it's not the industry for you or whatever, you need to change your attitude.
Right.
I don't know.
Or I'm gonna surround myself with better people.
And that's the thing, you know,
Positive.
surrounding yourself with that and learning to let go. I think it's key.
Way, surround myself with better people.
Yeah, well, I want better and more positive.
It just-
Maybe guys. Yeah, there's no way I can handle hanging out with negative people. There's just no way.
I've been big on self-discovery
Yeah.
the last few months, you know, myself, but allowing it's the first to understand, right? So a lot of the times, if there's a situation that has occurred, then I will look at myself first. And then it'll help me to grow from that, you know, wherever it is that situation is going, which has helped my business quite a bit.
That's nice. That's very, very good. It is all about surrounding yourself. They say your core 5, right? And sometimes you grow out of your core 5. Not all of them at one time, but you know, and it's okay. Your core 5 has to hold you accountable and help you grow. And inspire you, right? Yeah, you're right. They should inspire you. I know I've got a couple, you know, people that I will definitely keep going to that have helped me grow and will call me out on my stuff like, Michelle, you're going down the wrong road. And oh, okay, share with me why I'm going down the wrong road. Nicely share with me, please. And then we can talk about how to get me back on the right road. But those are your core 5, right? And so you need to leverage them, and it's okay to change them up. You know, there was an agent that we worked with, and I was like, you need to move. You need to move to Pleasanton right now. You know, because she was like, I have the time, exactly. I want to move. And I'm like, you need to go. I want you to go because her core was bringing her down, and she needed it. You know, and it was beautiful to see. She totally took off. So it was good stuff happens when you change things up. Who else would like to share?
Can I share?
Yeah, share, please. The Zoom lands, please don't.
So I've kind of discovered one of my non-negotiables is I don't want to lose that I don't want to call it a feeling, but I feel like since coming back to Keller Williams, right, I came because I needed to learn how to recruit. And I want to recruit because I love helping, I love teaching, I love doing that, right? So when you're recruiting, I've learned it's like when I started real estate, you get a lot of negativity, right? There's a lot of no's before you get to a lot of yeses.
Yeah.
So part of my non-negotiable is not to let that get to me, right? Because it's so easy. And I have to say, like, this hasn't been a straight shot success, right? I don't have 100 agents lined up at the door, right? But there's enough interest there. And just like yesterday's call, it's just enough to keep me excited enough to go like, okay, that I'm in the right direction. So my negotiable is the way I feel about Keller Williams and why I joined is I 100% feel like I have this magic pixie dust that I just want to spread everywhere. I think
Yeah.
it's the greatest. I love the culture, everything. They're Christian based. They stand behind everything. You talk about integrity, trust. I mean, it chokes me up, right? It's 100%
Yeah.
there. So my non-negotiable is I don't want to lose that, right? And it can
Right.
be real easy to lose that excitement and that thrill and that just everything that's so good about it
Right.
when you're when you're recruiting and you hear a lot of no's, you know what I mean? Not to let that interfere with that. So
So, yeah, so no just means maybe. It's
yes,
just not the right time, Michelle, is what I heard. Yeah, it's just not the right time, and so I need to, as a team leader, just keep pouring into you and add value.
Right.
And then one day the boyfriend will screw up, and then you'll come to me. So, that's how I look at it.
you know, it kind of takes like that one recruit that does sign up, right? And then you're
Yeah.
like, it's just like escrows, right?
You got one coming up, between the two of you, and we have one on Monday.
Yep.
So
That's
this is
gonna
why
happen.
it's good not to stay in your own hole for too long.
Right.
And why it's important. to
Because you
be
can
around
fester.
other people.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Anybody else like to share? What are you taking into 24? What do you hope to achieve in 24? And what are you leaving back in 2023? Debbie.
Well, I've been doing a lot of soul searching myself, and Bold really helped me to find several things about my business. I honestly have been a referral and repeat agent, so I didn't get into my database and do all the things I'm supposed to. And I also learned that I let the 80% take up too much of my time.
Yes.
And so I need to really focus on that and figure out how to layer those other things that need to be done.
Right.
But
Leverage it out.
right.
You need to
there's
leverage it
that.
out so you can stay in your 20%.
So, and with that being said, I need to make my bunker a bunker so I don't have interruptions at home, because that is a big distraction.
Right.
Close the door, put a sign up, leave me alone. do my
Yes.
thing. So, that, I know it's very basic in its core, but I am just starting. the
It's
process.
always about going back to the basics of it. And how are you gonna do it? Right?
Delete-
How are you
yes,
gonna,
exactly.
yeah, exactly.
What skills do I need and how am I gonna structure it? But I've done things this last week that I wouldn't have done last year, because Bold inspired me and because I'm.
Share
making
with
myself
us.
a
Show them what you did.
Yeah, share.
It's so awesome.
Well, I got Christmas cards out, which I haven't done for the last 2 years for my clients. And then I did start some door knocking for my neighborhood.
Good.
A new neighborhood, so it was easy to,
I love
Go
that you
did.
yourself.
Show it.
good. I made these little cups of cocoa. And it has a Swiss Miss, some marshmallows that come up,
Hey, let me
snowman,
It's-
and a candy cane.
How
And a little to-go
Can you
cup.
see that, Sherry? Oh, you're muted now. Barb, can you see that? It's
Very
a to-go cocoa cup. Cute.
Wow.
But I think the main thing you said is you really got to meet your neighbors and really got to know them well.
And they were all very receptive, very sweet, and
Nice.
and very willing to.
Nice. You
keep
got
all
out of your
information.
comfort zone.
Yes, and so I did 50 of them yesterday, I'm doing 50 when I go home.
Because you're
Wow.
excited to do it. You did an activity that you're excited for
Right.
and you're passionate for, right? So
And
that's
I'm trying to
awesome.
be competitive with myself and say, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just
you
what,
do is
the
learn
Nike,
more.
just do it? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just hear us go. That's the Nike thing, right? Awesome, awesome. Anybody else want to share? What are you leaving and what are you taking with you?
Oh, I have to say club is what made me get out of my comfort zone.
There you go.
And it made me dig into my database. I mean, I did remove myself from club because I was going on a couple of vacations and not sticking to my guns, but conversations with clients, mine end up dinner, lunch.
Yeah, yeah.
And
She's like, I gotta go to dinner.
I gotta go to another dinner, but I got a referral today from doing all.
Which one? The
listing
two sisters?
appointment. No,
Oh, I was like,
No.
what?
no, another one. And it's just it just made me dive into my database and
Yeah.
do the things that I
I
haven't
love 'em.
done a long time. So I want to get out of my head, bring in positivity and just dive deeper into my business and try and make it grow.
And that's.
So consistency is key is what I just heard. Club was amazing for you. It got you out of your comfort
As much
zone.
as it, yeah.
As much as you didn't like the way it was like. But yet it made you go, "Huh, I better do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Rich is gonna say something. You know, I think, right? Yeah. 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 We don't want anybody being embarrassed. So take hint right there because you're gonna have to be doing something.
I look forward to calling people out, so.
That's what, I love it. I love it. But even as a productivity coach, you guys gotta be doing that because you have a standard. You have to be holding the standard, right? And you have your own standard, right?
We're not, we're failing the agents,
yeah.
right? Because.
Well, they're failing themselves
Yeah.
and their family, right? So those are your non-negotiables, right? You need to make X, Y, and Z because you have your family,
I
right?
mean,
Or
there's always
because,
tomorrow, sweetie, but what's that gonna do for you?
yeah,
So.
exactly, exactly. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Anybody else? Susan, do you have anything you want to take to 24? Or what you want to do, or what's working for you that you're taking to 2024 that you can share with us? You're database heavy. You're repeat business, right? You want to finish that? I'm so sorry. I'm just like talking. Yeah. That's it.
I was trying.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking.
Oh. No.
I'm just excited. I was sorry. I'm trying to get an offering. Anyway.
That's important. Okay, that's important.
What do I want to take into 2020?
Yeah.
So my year has been a little bit different.
Yes,
this year. I kind of, I'm not, I'll admit, I'm unfortunately not a goal setter, and I think I will probably do better at that in 2024. Because although my business wasn't at the same pace that it had been in years forward, I was still okay with it because I was grateful for the
Right.
opportunities I've still given away. And I think I don't have a level of expectation. I'm grateful for the divine blessings that find their way to me, and I'm a good steward of that blessing and take good care of my relationships. And I try to always be present in those in a powerful way. And I think that's been probably what I've always operated well in that space is just with my
It's beautiful though.
relationships. And so I feel like if I did just go set a goal, what the heck? I mean, how will I be injured in that moment, right?
Right, right.
And if I met that goal, then how awesome would that also be? My goals just were different this year. They're probably more personal, not professional.
Right.
So I think that's why I was just really grateful that I did get what I did because my focus was completely there. But, you know,
I would love to have an opportunity to meet with you. Your goals.
my goals.
Yeah.
So I'll have to formulate them.
Yeah. Well, I'll help you.
Yeah, but I mean, I did do some exciting things that I'm really proud of. I
Yeah,
got certified in Reiki, which I enjoy.
Really?
And I feel like one of my personal goals is to become a shaman. And
Really?
I was in one of- yeah,
Okay, you're
so
talking to a few people that I know have done all this.
that's something that's like, so that's been something like, I kind of shifted like the way I think about things. and the way I think
Really?
about things, and I actually took the initiative, like become certified, not just talk about these things anymore within myself. About the things that I wanted to do, because I had the extra time, I invested it that way and I've enjoyed it. You know,
And that's good, right? And that kind of, we're not supposed to be balanced if you read the one thing. However, we do need enjoyment in our lives. We can't just all be like working
Because
and
work
working.
changes, like, you know, I
Yeah.
can go from being top producer 1 year to not at all, and I need to know that I have sustainable things in me.
Right.
That I'm gonna be happy about.
Yeah,
And everything about me can be what's posted on the board.
right?
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
So
Yeah.
need to
When
know
I
that
die, I
that's
do not
not-
want to say she was amazing to you. You know, no. I want it to be, an amazing mom, well, wife first, wife, mother, and amazing.
It's your
So
legacy,
when if
right?
this ever happens,
Yeah.
I'm not going first though.
Gravity deals.
If it says TL, I'm not coming back.
Well,
I think that we forget that, you know, we plan all this stuff about our business.
Yes.
goals, right?
Yes.
I mean, we will sit for hours and figure that out. And we forget about our personal goals,
Yes.
whatever they are.
Yes.
And that's why a good balance of that will actually help both.
It does.
We just.
Okay, John, I hear her, okay? So John, has forced me, I would have to say force, me to do 411s for myself. And Keller Williams is all about 411s. Gary Keller does them with his leadership team once a week. And I was like, I don't do it and I'm not doing it. And that's right then at the contract, kind of thing. I'm all about the GPS goals, but the 411 actually helps you with your personal goals too. So you have your personal and you have your business, and it's actually working, believe it or not. So, yeah. So I know, imagine that, yeah.
Coach, and you're still learning. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, so we're always growing.
That's right.
It goes right back down to when we started. It's about growth.
Like
You
social
gotta-
media is like the whole thing. And
it's-
I am excited to
huge.
learn about your phone
Yeah.
power because, that's not a big thing. Like I'm 54 years old, so I'm a little bit nervous about putting myself like really out there socially. But so, I would love to, you should always be in a position of, you should never be so proud
Right.
that that's not a part of your
Right.
existence.
Right. Mine was putting it in, just so you know, it's not a proud thing. It was more like more, kind of thing. And also sharing, because there's a lot of stuff on there, I didn't want him to know about me. We were friends, and I'm like, you don't need to know this stuff. But yeah, so I agree with pushing your ceiling and learning new things. I remember when I got on Facebook, Alice, you guys know Alice, and Alice was like, oh my God, welcome to the real world. And I'm like, oh, now, I mean,
Now you can't say no.
now I can't say it, but I have to, because I have to grow my other business and it works.
No, it
Who would ever thought that, so yeah, growth. All right, you guys, I'm gonna leave you with that, growth. Make sure you are growing every single day. And thank you for coming. Thank you. Good stuff. Thank you. Oh, wait. You got two.
You got 2 bags.
Yeah.
So cute.